Hi there, it's Mark from Third Shot Sports. If you've watched many of our videos, you know that we care a lot about how you move, because how you move on the pickleball court often dictates how well you play. Well, often when we think about moving, we're focused mainly on how we get to the ball, how we chase the ball. And that's important because that's a really vital aspect of moving well. I gotta get to the ball. But one of the often underappreciated aspects of movement is what we call the recovery. And the recovery is what you do or where you go after you've hit the ball. This matters a lot because if you move well after you hit, you're going to be in a better position to receive the next ball that they send to you. One of the things we see with novice and beginning and even a lot of intermediate players is that they're not very deliberate in how they recover after they hit their serve. What you often see from these players is they hit their serve and they just sort of wander forward a little bit. Well, why does that matter? If I'm inside the baseline, I create a good opportunity for my opponents to hit the ball near my feet. And I have to deal with balls near my feet, I'm more likely to play a defensive shot. Here, take a look. Here you see an example of a team that has the tendency to wander a few steps inside the baseline after they hit their serve. Being inside the court like this makes it more likely that a deep return from their opponents, as you can see here, causes a weak defensive return. There is very little to be gained by recovering inside the baseline. It is unlikely that your opponents are going to hit a very short return, and if they do, running forward is relatively easy. But recovering inside the baseline makes it more likely that you're going to hit a poor third shot. So, what do the best players do? They hit their serve and they stay back. They stay back behind the baseline, or in some cases they stay right on the baseline. But the important thing is that they're not wandering forward. They serve and they stay. Strong doubles teams stay on or behind the baseline as they're waiting for their opponents to return. They then move forward as needed to play the ball. In this case, it looks like the player's made a mistake being inside the baseline, but he quickly recovers back and he's ready to play. This kind of recovery after the serve is consistent among 5.0 players in both the men's and women's games. While the recovery after the serve isn't a particularly exciting part of pickleball, there's a reason why the best players always do it in the same way, because it helps them to win. So there you go. Effective pickleball players serve and stay back, allowing the ball to land in front of them so they don't have to dig balls up from their feet. It seems like a really simple concept, and it is, but it's also really effective. I'd like to know what you think about this. As always, you can email me. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, at thirdshotsports.com. See you next time.